Dentists, what's your secret to having perfect teeth? After 45 years of working in the dental industry, I was fired for doing too well. And let me tell you, dentists fool their patients in more ways than one. When I went to medical school, we learned every method to help improve the health of our teeth. So when I began working at the clinic, I was shocked to see the common methods for dentists. Instead of recommending an easy fix, many dentists will tell you to use some expensive treatment that could be solved using something as simple as floss. Many times, if a patient has a flossing issue, the dentist will recommend an expensive mouthwash kit. If the patient isn't brushing properly, they'll tell you to buy an electric toothbrush that's not only overpriced, but also gives them a commission. I've seen countless patients break into a cold sweat just thinking of whether their insurance would cover the complicated treatment methods. I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't cause that feeling for my own patients. Despite my clinic's policies for typical treatments, whenever my patients have an issue that their insurance can't cover, I recommend easy DIY solutions, especially like the one I'm going to reveal. A lot of problems like cavities, bad breath, and most gum diseases stem from one thing: an imbalanced pH level. This stems from the acids in your mouth and from the food you eat, resulting in odors forming from the pH level in your saliva dropping to a 5.5. The ideal pH level you want in your mouth is a 6.7. If your breath stinks, that's probably why. Snacking during the day is one of the top contributors to why a patient's pH level drops. If you're unsure whether your breath has an odor or not, lick your wrists on the side where the skin is sensitive, let it dry for a moment, and if the smell is bad, it's very likely that your pH level is imbalanced. A couple years ago, a patient with a severely imbalanced pH level came to me, and luckily I had the solution for them. The patient, a mother, came into my office with her toddler who refused to talk and kept holding his cheek in pain. After doing X-rays on him, we saw the beginnings of 7 cavities. Typically, you fight a couple cavities on most patients, but this was a toddler whose adult teeth hadn't even come in and was developing cavities already at an early age. That's what we call dental caries. This kid was on the verge of gum disease at an early age, which is an ugly sight. When I see a child with teeth as bad as this, I morally have to assume that this child is in a dangerous situation at home. I sat down with his mother and asked why she waited so long to take him for an appointment, or if she was administering any oral care for him. She told me that it was only recently that her insurance approved her and covered this appointment.